Hi, I'm Thabo. Welcome to the official StockTalkSA channel this Sunday. Today I'll be covering the highlights of what should have been a pivotal week for investors. This week was packed with events, including the most anticipated South African Reserve Bank meeting. However, that wasn't the only thing that happened. A slew of corporate events and reports were accompanied by lucrative asset purchases and sales. We saw solid numbers throughout the week and impressive intraday rallies, not only for stocks but also for the rand. And of course, we start with the main event of July Reserve Bank meeting and their solution to hold the RSD at the level of 7%. Not everyone was happy with this decision for various reasons. Due to rising inflation, traders expected a rate hike and a strengthening rand. This was already priced into the value, but let's be objective. A strong rand isn't always good for the economy. Central bank officials stated that this decision was due to the fact that the latest rate hike already factored in rising inflation and high oil prices. This apparently came as a surprise to the market, as the reaction was not only sharp but also caused the USD-ZAR price chart to reverse. Time to find out which stock managed to perform much better than other hundreds of listed stocks on JSE. Copper 360. This company frequently appears in our daily rankings of the best companies, but has never been the best for the entire week. The main driver was news from the mines, where the company launched copper production ahead of schedule and will now be able to keep its ore processing plants running. It seems that not only financial reports, but also production news could be the biggest driver of growth. Incredible. Congratulations to the investors involved. The best deal of the week? This definitely can be called the deal of Nedbank Group with NCBA in Kenya. Nedbank is acquiring a controlling stake in NCBA through a put option. They received its desired 66% and going to issue approximately 43.6 million new shares on the JSE and pay R3 billion in cash under the deal. The total transaction value is approximately R13, 9 billion. Skeptics see the oversubscription of the put option as an inflated offer price, while optimists see it as Nedbank's strategic entry into the fast-growing East African markets. Be sure to share your thoughts on this matter in the comments. Anyway, the market reaction was cold. It seems investors decided to wait for the Kenyan bank's initial financial results. By the way, now on the StockTalkSA website, you can track as well US stocks and cryptocurrencies, and of course related discussions around community. One more reason to join StockTalkSA? I believe yes. Extended options are available for free and no ads. Not all mining companies are doing well this week. Mantengu Limited stocks lost more than 33.3% in a week. This isn't really anything new for low liquidity companies, and yet this decline can't be considered technical. The company got rid of its unprofitable asset this week, Blue Ridge Sale, essentially writing off debt. However, this only triggered a wave of share sell-offs. Investors are tired of the cycle of buying and selling without any real business benefit. One more positive event for this week, Oribi South Africa Top 30 Index Presient ETF. This fund became 1041th ETF on Johannesburg Stock Exchange. The fund tracks the Merkbeest South Africa Top 30 Index using a full physical replication method. Will be added to Stock Talk as soon as possible. Those were the top JSE updates for this week, curated together with the Stock Talk community. What was the defining market event for you, and what's your rating for the week? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to stay updated with our latest weekly reviews. Join the StockTalkSA community for more market insights. Have a great trading week ahead.